Good morning, you beautiful souls. Welcome to your morning messages with me, Michelle. I'm here to help you along your awakening journey. We talk all things spirituality, following your heart, listening to your intuition, and tuning into what our body is trying to tell us. I made a post last night on my Instagram all about karmic connections. I don't know if you guys are aware of what karmics are, but we have these soul contracts, right? We sit at like a conference table. They say, all the spiritual teachers will say this. We sit at a conference table and we choose, who we're going to marry, how many times we're going to get married, what job am I going to go to, how long am I going to be there, what color is my hair going to be, what gender am I, and we pick out our entire life, right? And we pick out our karmic connections. So karmic connections can be positive or they can be negative. And the positive one is a relationship that you've had where you just feel lit up with this person. They motivated you. Maybe they helped you start your business. Maybe they brought you some children. And then all of a sudden you experience what I call the light bulb moment, which can be really hard. So the light bulb moment is when the light switch goes off and the light is not on anymore and your feelings completely cut off from that person, and you're like, I just loved this person yesterday. Why am I feeling called to leave them today? And it's the universe and God saying, okay, it's your contract. You decided to end on this date and it's time to move on. And that actually happened to me. I had a partner for 9 years and he and I were like, we were best friends. We never fought. It was just really awesome and fun and easy. And we had a daughter together. And about 6 months after we had my daughter and after she unfortunately had passed away, I felt immense, and I think he felt it too, but I felt immense sadness and guilt because I didn't want to be with him anymore. And I'm like, what is wrong with me? Like, I just spent 9 years with this person, just had a baby with him. We just lost our baby together. And now all of a sudden, it's like a light switch. It's like my feelings turned off. I was seeing him like my brother. And he eventually told me the same thing, but like, he just didn't want to, when you're in that situation, you kind of don't want to admit it because you want to force things to work because it is so fun and easy. You don't want to have to start all over and meet somebody new. And there's just a lot that goes into it. So that's what I call a light bulb moment. The light switch goes off, the light bulb is off, and you're being called to go somewhere else. That was a positive karmic connection. Okay. So the other one, the second one, is a negative one. And this is a karmic connection that is toxic, or you get together because you're both wounded and, say you're a woman who just wants to be taken care of financially. And you're just like, I just don't want to do the work and I want to be a stay-at-home mom. And then he's like, I want to take care of a woman. This is what I got to prove myself. This is what, I didn't get to do as a child. Nobody listened to me. Nobody paid attention to me. And in this partnership, I get to be the hero. I get to be Superman. So they both are looking to fulfill this childhood need where the girl might have had to work like 3 jobs in her childhood. She might have had to do so many different things. And now she's an adult and she's like, I'm tired, just want to be a stay-at-home mom. So they're both fulfilling a wound that they still haven't healed. So they meet up, they merge, and it's like, oh, you fulfill that need. You fulfill this one. And then they get together. And then like 5 years in, it's like, they start to heal and they start to grow and they start to change. And they realize, oh my gosh, that wasn't love. That was a trauma bond. That was a karmic connection, a negative one. I don't want to be in a relationship where somebody controls me and somebody who's telling me what to do. And, him being that superior role, that tends to happen. And her being submissive and being like, yes, take care of me. But then eventually she grew out of that and she's like, I can take care of myself. Like, I don't need somebody to do this. And unfortunately, that's when that kind of the karmic connection needs to go separate ways, because that is draining. It's disempowering. It is heavy. You start to gain weight. You start to have ailments in your body because that person is sucking the energy out of you. And it's not the person. I shouldn't say that. It's the situation. Your body is screaming at you and saying, you cannot be here any longer. You have to leave. And that's what karmic connections are like. They're only meant for a short period of time. Sometimes they're for 10 years, sometimes they're for 9 years, sometimes they're for 2 months, but it's karma. Karma is something that is left incomplete from another lifetime, and you have to come together in this lifetime to learn the lesson. So maybe in a past life, you did this and you stayed during that whole marriage and you never parted ways. So you had to come back into another body and learn this lesson again. And you ended up with another karmic partner who's treating you the same way because you're allowing it. So if you're on this channel, you have now awakened, like you're woke, right? You're seeing everything. You're learning about twin flames. You're learning about soulmates. You're learning about karmic connections. If you think you might be in a karmic partnership, these are the questions I want to ask you in a negative one. You know, am I loved in this connection? Am I respected in this connection? Does this connection make me feel heavy, or is it a burden on me? Because in reality, your partner should be lighting you up when you come home. They should be motivating you to eat healthy. They should be wanting the best for you. They should be wanting you to go out with your friends and your family. So another question is, does this partnership pull you from the things that used to bring you joy? And the last one is, the question you can ask yourself is, have I lost myself? Or maybe you're saying, what happened to me? Where did I go? Most likely that is a connection or an energy around you that is clouding you. It's putting blinders on you so you can't see your truth. You can't see your power. You can't see your strength. And some people get so deep in karmic connections that they become so, I don't want to use the word weak, but disempowered. You lose your strength. You feel weak. You used to be this person that was really strong and you took care of yourself, and now all of a sudden you're not. That is a negative karmic connection. And if you are needing to leave one after you've asked yourself those questions and you're like, oh my gosh, Michelle, that's me, please email me. My email is mindfulheartgirl@gmail.com. And everything's in the description box, but please email me and book a reading or even just a session just to talk about it. But I can guide you out and how to leave gracefully, how to leave and make sure your finances are in order, how to leave and empower you to know that it's better for your children if you are to leave. But I've led so many people out of these situations, including myself. So please message me if you need help. Okay, we're going to pull a couple cards this morning and see what the universe has for us. I went right in and I love it. I love when messages just pour through right at the beginning. This is going to be a quick morning message. Ooh, we have the elk and the beaver. This is for our divine masculines. So the beaver is hardworking and the elk is the masculine energy. So the elk is passionate. It's maybe lacking passion right now. It's needing that fire again. And the beaver, it's been working so hard and it's not feeling passionate. It's in a dark place. Like, look at the dark woods all around him. Where the elk is like, get me out. I want to shine. I want to spread my light. Two great cards. So this is all for our divine masculines, ladies. Let's get another animal card, and then I'm going to use my Work Your Light deck. I don't know about you all, but I was up from 2 to 5 last night. Started off with anxiety, and then I know how to soothe myself with my 4-count breathing, and I was like, this is not me. And then I woke up and my mom told me that a plane had crashed into the sea, and I was like, oh, I wonder if I was feeling that. I tend to feel worldly issues a lot. I haven't looked up the story yet, though. Don't really want to start my morning with that, even though she jumped into my phone with it. All right, first card, Moth Spirit, surrender now. This is saying that somebody is attracted to you like a moth to a flame, and either they're needing to surrender to it or you're needing to surrender to them. Don't overthink it. Maybe surrender to your karmic connection and say, I'm done. I surrender. I'm not fighting anymore. I'm not doing this. I'm out. I'm choosing myself. There are things that are pulling me away from this connection, like a moth to a flame. You're being pulled so far from what you once thought lit you up and what you once thought was healthy. And now that you're awake, those things don't light you up anymore. And that's okay. And look at this card. Look at the passion. Look at all that red. I feel like that's also connected. It's number 39. Yay, that's how old I am. Perfect. Message for me in that. Okay, let's do one card from my Work Your Light deck. See what the universe has for us. First card, transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. So through this karmic connection, through this separation, you are going to do some massive healing. You're going to feel so lit up. I can't even tell you how many people I know that have left karmic situations this year, and they are a completely different human. It is like something gets unlocked in their body and in their mind and in their energy, and they start like doing things that they used to do, or they start learning new things, or they feel a pull to start writing. They start journaling. They're wanting to be in nature more. They just feel so awakened and so free. So the transformation is about to happen if you're about to leave a partnership. And guess what? Get excited. Once you let go of something, something new arrives. And sometimes something new is knocking on your door before you've let go, but it's that little bit of motivation to say, you can do it. You can let go of what's no longer serving you. You are strong. You can do it. And then I figured we're going to end with my Louise Hay heart thoughts. We'll end with a nice little message. Ooh. It says, I allow others to be themselves. We cannot force others to change. We can offer them a positive mental atmosphere where they can have the possibility to change if they wish, but we cannot do it for them. Each person is here to work out his or her own lessons. Karma. Oh goodness, this is awesome. And if we fix it for them, then they will just go and do it again. Yes, because they have not worked out what they needed to do for themselves. You guys, how awesome is this message? All we can do is love them, allow them to be who they are, know that the truth is always with them, within them, and that they can change at any moment. Sorry, they can change at any moment that they want. And it says, don't run around and try to heal all of your friends. Do your own mental work and heal yourself. This will do more good for those around you than anything else. And this is so true. I preach this all the time in my readings, that we're not responsible for others. This is our journey. We stay in our lane. We work on us. And when we work on us, we inspire others. And they start to see our growth and our change. And they're like, whoa, they're like, I want to do that. And they just start doing it. You literally, your presence is enough. That is a gift for everybody. So be a moth, be attracted to all the good things that you want in your life. Start opening yourself up to be a magnet for the good. Be like that moth to a flame, and allow that magnetic pull to keep you from what's no longer serving you. Don't reverse it. Don't think that there's a magnetic pull keeping you to your karma. You can cut it. Because guess what? If you don't, you are going to end up sick. You're going to end up miserable. You're going to end up repeating another lifetime trying to learn this lesson. And one of the hardest things to learn about the spiritual path is that we have to choose ourselves. And that means we have to disappoint family members. We have to disappoint friends. We have to disappoint coworkers. One of my karmic lessons was to leave traditional teaching. I had to do it, but there was this karmic pull that kept keeping me there. It would be like a parent email that I would get, and they'd be like, thank you so much for changing my child's life. Or it'd be like 5 emails from students saying, Miss Thornton, we miss you, like come back to school. And it's like that karma pulling me back, but I am meant to be here doing this. And when I was in the school, I felt high anxiety. I didn't feel right. I loved the kids and I loved what I was doing, but it just 17 years of it, light switch. It was no longer time to continue on that path. And I had to cut and break that karmic connection. So karmic connections can be careers. It's like it served its purpose. You learned what you needed to learn. Now it's time to bring what you learned into your next moves, which is your spiritual gifts, because we need them now more than ever. So don't worry about upsetting people. They will learn their lessons like we just read. They have lessons to learn too. What if you leaving them is part of their growth, and then you don't leave them and then you stunt their growth? They'll be fine financially. They'll figure it out. If you have to leave a partnership or you have to tell a family member they can't live with you anymore, they will figure it out. Maybe that's their lesson, is they need to do it on their own. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed these morning messages. I have no idea how long I went, but all is perfect, as my mentor always says. All right, lovies, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so you can get more of these wonderful messages from the universe. All right, I will see you in the next video. Have a good one, guys.